Hi, I'm here to talk about drunk driving and the effects it has on others as well as you as a person and why you shouldn't do it. Every single injury and death caused by drunk driving is preventable. Unfortunately, over 20% of all traffic fatalities in the United States each year are caused by drunk driving. Therefore, drunk driving remains a serious national problem that tragically affects thousands of victims annually. We need to be enforcing stricter laws and punishments that create a reduction in fatalities and injuries. The first jurisdiction in the United States to adopt laws against drunk driving was New York in 1910. Early laws simply prohibited driving while intoxicated with no specific definition of what level of inebriation qualified. The first generally accepted legal limit for blood alcohol concentration, also known as BAC, was 0.15. Later on, it went on to change to 0.08. Operating a motor vehicle intoxicated, known as an OMVI, was changed over the years to operating a vehicle intoxicated OVI to cover all vehicles. This included horse-drawn vehicles, bicycles, and even riding lawnmowers, according to DUIlaws.com. Nationally, each year, about 534,000 people suffer injuries in alcohol-related traffic accidents. That's an average of one person every minute. About 40,000 of these are serious injuries. In the United States alone, approximately 14 million people combat some form of alcohol abuse. Of that approximately 14 million alcohol abusers, it's estimated that slightly less than 7 million are alcoholics. Most of the laws and penalties have been greatly enhanced starting in the 1970s through the 1990s, largely due to pressure from groups like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers and Students Against Drunk Drivers. Mothers Against Drunk Driving was created in 1980 to reduce drunk driving and the death and injury that it caused. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, also known as MAD, was founded by Candy Lightner, a woman whose daughter was killed by a repeated drunk driver. Major reforms were reenacted in 1993, making Ohio's drunk driving laws some of the toughest in the country. Additional laws passed in 1996 and 2000 aimed at repeat drunk driver offenders. A key provision of Ohio's OVI law is an administration license suspension, known as ALS. Depending on previous offenses, the ALS period can range from 90 days to 5 years. Approximately 3 to 4 hours is spent daily on an OVRS, to include 2 law enforcement officers doing paperwork, breathalyzers, and holding the victims in control. According to a local police officer, on a daily schedule for Knox County, where I am from, 3 to 4 officers work for the county at one time. Economically, alcohol-related health, crime, and productivity problems cost the U.S. alone $167 billion a year. The total cost of alcohol use by underage drinkers is $58,043 billion per year, to the equivalent of $216.22 for every man, woman, and child in the United States, according to Drunk Driving Statistics and Facts. The average alcohol-related fatality in Ohio costs $3.5 million, $1.1 million in monetary costs, and $2.4 million in quality of life losses. The estimated cost per injured survivor of an alcohol-related crash averaged $101,000, $49,000 in monetary costs, $52,000 in quality of life losses. In economic terms, alcohol use problems cost society about $100 billion per year. In human terms, the costs are incalculable. Today, National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, known as NIAAA, funds approximately 90% of alcoholism research in the United States, according to Alcoholism Getting the Facts. Many people think drinking one beer at a festive party before leaving will not be in their system long if they drink a non-alcoholic drink after or even eat something, but what they fail to realize is how much their body is able to tolerate. Someone of my weight that has one drink will remain in their system for at least 2 to 3 hours. BAC is based on how much a person's body is able to tolerate, and when someone becomes a moderate drinker, their body is able to tolerate more than usual. Although you may not feel drunk, you are considered drunk. Also, in a situation where someone will be sitting in their car on the side of the road with their keys in their pocket, and a law enforcement officer may come to your window and find that you are under the influence, you will get busted for not having physical control of that vehicle, whether driving or not. Please don't do it.